You know, I think down the stretch, that last 4 minutes of the game, they just out-toughed us, quite honestly, and that's what I talked to this team about. For a team to come in your building and out-rebound you by 20, you know, we wanted to make them turn the ball over. They had 27 turnovers. They only had 9 assists, but we killed ourselves by fouling and not staying disciplined defensively and allowing them to parade to the foul line 33 times. And then they shot great from the foul line. They shot 80% almost. Like made 26 points at the foul line. We made 15, so that's kind of the difference right there. I think that you know, once again, I'm not making excuses. I don't want to. I told these guys in the locker room, we're not young, we're not inexperienced. I don't want to hear all that garbage. All right, we're 6 games into a season. We have to find a way to win basketball games. And if they accept losing, they'll accept it their entire life. They can't accept a loss like this. I thought Ryan was one of the guys who played well and competed and played hard in physical basketball. Him and Khalid Robinson, who's a walk-on who I gave a scholarship to. I thought everybody else, you know, played to the crowd instead of playing hard. And that's on me. So we will have a spirited practice tomorrow before we go to Harvard on Saturday. And now we go our next 5 on the road again. So it's not going to get any easier. I thought they did a good job. I thought, you know, Alvarado did a great job. I thought he dominated the game. He didn't give up on driving the basketball, you know, and running high ball screens. And we weren't tough enough to defend him the way that we planned on doing it and the way we've done it in the past. That's it for me.
It's so few home games before you get to A10 play. How much is this one sort of hurt to lose?
Yeah, no, look, first of all, look. Yeah, you're right. We have 3 non-conference home games. And, you know, last year was the first time in a long time we had a winning non-conference record in this building. And that's one of our goals every year. So I don't like losing at all. But if it's possible, I dislike it even more when you do it at home. We practice here, we bleed here, we sweat here every day. And you can't allow people to come into your building and do it. And I don't care how young you are, that you've got to have that ingrained in you. So it's, you know, look, like I said, we're playing one of our first 11 games at home. Crazy schedule. You'll never see a schedule like this again, but it is what it is. So now we just got to toughen it up, and we got to find a way to go win a game on the road Saturday.
Tom, what do you think of the mileage you got out of Mandel tonight, especially in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, we were forced to it. I mean, Frage gets. That's it for me.
It's so few home games before you get to A10 play. How much is this one sort of hurt to lose?
Yeah, no, look, first of all, look. Yeah, you're right. We have 3 non-conference home games. And, you know, last year was the first time in a long time we had a winning non-conference record in this building. And that's one of our goals every year. So I don't like losing at all. But if it's possible, I dislike it even more when you do it at home. We practice here, we bleed here, we sweat here every day, and you can't allow people to come into your building and do it. And I don't care how young you are, that you've got to have that ingrained in you. So it's, you know, look, like I said, we're playing one of our first 11 games at home. Crazy schedule. You'll never see a schedule like this again, but it is what it is. So now we just got to toughen it up, and we got to find a way to go win a game on the road Saturday.
Tom, what do you think of the mileage you got out of Mandel tonight, especially in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, we were forced to it. I mean, Frage gets 3 in the first half. Can't happen to our only upperclassman on the floor, really. I mean, Khalid's going to play a few minutes, but Mandel Thomas, I thought, did a decent job for a freshman. But, I mean, once again, I'm looking at our guards. We're trying to play small. He has 1 rebound in 20 minutes, and he's not the only culprit. Brian Smith has 1 rebound. I mean, I've played 3 guards my whole career as a coach, but they were tough, and we never had rebounding issues. Maybe that's got to change with this group.
What positives can you take away from this game to encourage your team going forward?
Him, Ryan Canty. I think Ryan Canty did a very good job. I was enthused by his. He had a big physical presence on the floor, and you know Leonard and Rooms have got to see that, and they've got to follow suit because they're big guys, but they're not getting things done like big guys need to. And once again, they're young, but they both went to prep school. I don't want to hear it. But I thought Ryan Canty was a bright spot of the game.
Tom, talk about how much different the bigs are without Chris and how much better in some instances they've been without him.
Well, I mean, you know, Chris is a big part of everything we do, obviously. We're not going to get out rebounded by 20. I don't think if Chris Gaston's in the game because he gets double. You know, he's a double machine. When we play small and we're playing Jeff Short at the 4 spot, you know, he has a horrible line shooting the basketball. So you're not getting anything out of playing small, and that hurt us. Obviously, Chris is a senior. He's an all-conference player, so we're missing his experience. But so what? You know what I mean, guys? I mean, it's opportunities for someone else. And you get opportunities to step up and make plays, and that's what life's all about. He's not coming back till mid-December, hopefully, by the Princeton game. But, you know, you can't sit there and wait and say, well, we're not going to win until then. We got to, you know, find a way to do it.
You mentioned there were no excuses. We're not young, you know. How much of it was, you know, jitters coming in to Rosa for the first time? And
I thought we played. I got to look at the line sheet because, guys, you know, for me, it's like one block. At the end of a game, I got to look at the full book and see how things play out the last few minutes because I'm almost looking at everything as one possession at a time when you're kind of locked in. I thought, look, we were up 4 at one point or up 3, and there wasn't a whole lot of time. It was at 4 and change, maybe 5. So I mean, we're playing a good basketball game to that point, and then they elevated the intensity, and you know, Alvarado took over, and you know, that was the difference. I thought he took the game over, and then they got a couple more offensive rebounds. And I'll watch the film tonight a couple times, and tomorrow before practice. And there's guys watching. We had spectators, guys watching on the weak side while they were coming in, getting rebounds and tipping the ball. And we can't put the only guys out there rebounding can't be, you know, our bigs. It can't just be, you know, Canty, Leonard, and Rooms. Other guys have got to step up and rebound the basketball, and they have the physical ability to do it.
Ryan, for you, what's this game? Listen, I know it's a loss, but you know you provided a big spark off the bench, united the crowd a few times. What was going through, like, why were you so on tonight? Career high 18 points.
I mean, it's time to step up. We don't have Chris. We just lost Skirvin, so I mean, someone's gotta step up. So try to do it tonight. Well, that's it. Really, just play hard.
I think Ryan played within himself. He did the things he can do. He's a monster on the offensive glass. He did a decent job rebounding on the defensive end. You know, he got a little bit of foul trouble, but you know, everyone did, and you know, we still hung around. So, you know, the two things I look at, guys, are rebounding and free throw attempts. You want to know which team played better or harder, rather? Look at those two stats. Unless it's a night where one team just shoots the ball so poorly, there's a ton of rebounds to be had. But no good. No good. No sleep for this coach tonight. You good?
Okay.
Thank you all very much.